Hello everyone, and we are back with some more Krastorio 2. And before we get into it, I wanted to show you this changelog because apparently there has been an update to Krastorio 2 which does break some recipes. Namely, several early game recipes that did not match their pre-2.0 equivalents. And apparently it's turned out kinda fortunately for us that we didn't automate the assembling machines, chemical plants, and drills yet. Because apparently they have been changed a little bit. I mean, there's also the change to the inserter recipe, but it's not a huge one, it just removes the requirements for the electronic circuits. So I guess all that means for us is that we have an unnecessary belt delivering those. Other than that, I think that is about it. A few bug fixes which will definitely be helpful, I guess. Other than the Krastorio changes, I have added one more mod because I've noticed that it has been updated to 2.0, and that is Gizmo's car keys improved, which will help us not losing our car anymore, like ever. It might be considered a little bit cheaty since the car keys let you teleport your vehicle to you wherever you are, but I guess it's not such a big issue, plus it will definitely be helpful to get that car to me instead of having to run through the entire map because I forgot to bring it with me. So, other than that, I think we are ready to start. So let's just load up our last save and continue. The chunks are being rescanned because of the mod update, and we're back. So what's on our list? Those assemblers and miners will definitely be a priority, but I think we were heading towards having construction bots, so let's see what we need for those. I guess we have everything queued up already, so... do we need those batteries? I don't think so, but since they are already more than halfway through, I think we will leave that research on. And once the electric engine is done, we will look into automating those as a stepping stone towards the frames and our construction robots. I think I might want to add the logistic ones to the queue because why not? And better robot battery is always a nice thing to have. Another stuff that we have to deal with today is probably the military tech card, which will require some more biomass. And to make biomass, we will have to make the biolabs, which of course requires some of the military tech cards to be made first, so I think we might actually have to go out and kill some biters before we get that. So, first of all, let's use the keys to take ownership of this car. The car belongs to you. Will belong to you until you claim another vehicle or someone steals it. Well, nobody will steal it since this is a single player game, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Let's just name this car. We could have a camera for it, but I don't think I'm gonna need that since I have this thing, whatever those are called. Pins, that's it. Alright, and we will not be needing to lock the vehicle as long as we just have one of them. But what this mod does is, now that I have taken ownership of that car, I have this GCKI keys button, so wherever I am on the map, I can just use it to bring the car to me. Definitely gonna make travel easier. Oh, right. And last week we ended on building this janky train setup to deliver some copper ore. So I think we will probably start on making some better train track designs. Maybe even going for some early blocks. We'll see. Okay, I think we have also mined a little bit of uranium. And we might have researched the processing tech already. Oh, we haven't mined the uranium. Did I deliver the acid? If not, that will be a mistake that I will fix soon. Alright, let's see. I have delivered power. I have constructed... What? Ow! Huh. Yep, I forgot about that. The interesting thing is that if you're in a car, the radiation apparently also damages the car. Because why not? Huh. Maybe I should actually report it as a bug to Raygut. We'll see after the stream. Either way, I didn't bring any acid and I don't have any on me, so let's get back to the base and I think we should be able to grab some of the empty barrels of the cliff explosive production. And we will have to find a suitable location to get the... Oh, sorry, trees. The acid itself. Which I think will be around here. Okay, now where were we making... Ah, there it is. Thank you. Let us grab some barrels. I mean, technically we just need a little bit, just so we can mine one uranium, so we can add the research to our queue, but I think grabbing a stack of those... Yeah, it's still a stack in Krastorio. That's good. Just grabbing a stack of those will be enough to both handle the tech unlock and to build a small stockpile for later. Alright, electric engine is researched, so we will have to deal with that in a second, but first, let's not get distracted from our task at hand. Alright. Oh, and since we are talking about distractions, did I add? Yes, I did add the military tech card to our to-do list. God damn it, Rock. Why do you have to be so... Yes. Words escape me. Never mind. Yes, while I keep hitting some random stuff on the way... Oh, never mind, that's just crude oil. I thought there might have been some biters expanding toward my base, but apparently I don't have to worry about that just yet. For now, we will go and deal with the uranium issue. Oh, and I might leave a turret or two of... Oops, sorry. A turret or two over here, just in case they decide that my uranium looks tasty enough. Hold on. Can this mod be set? Even distribution light. No, it cannot. Oh, right. I was supposed to replace it with the original even distribution because it lets me to set up limits on turrets, and that would be much more useful in this situation. But, well, whatever. There we go. Tech is unlocked, so we can put it in our queue. Also, let's add the personal robopod because, well, why not? And have I researched the personal battery? I believe that I have. Yes, and the solar panel thingy. Where is it? I did unlock belt immunity, so I guess yes, I did. Okay, that's alright. Let's head back to the base and deal with those electric engines. Speaking of engines. Apparently our steam engines are still doing quite fine when it comes to power production, so we don't have to really worry about that. And I think now that I have the tech, I will probably replace them with turbines at some point in the near future, but to do that, I think I will have to automate their production first. And once again, one step at a time. First, we deal with robots. Why don't you stay here, okay? Do I have grenades on me? I do, so we can get rid of those pesky trees. And hopefully not kill ourselves in the process. That would be really inconvenient. Alright. It's a bit of a shame that those grenades don't destroy the rocks faster, but oh well, what can you do? Alright, there's the inner side, but I don't think I will worry about building over it. I will not be using that for quite some time. At least I don't think I will. I think the inner side techs are rather late in the tree. Alright, here we have our train stuff, and I think that's all. Locomotives, wagons, tracks, signals, and stations. I don't think we need anything more. So all that space can be devoted to our robotics tech. And to that end, I think I will actually utilize the factory planner. So let's add our robots. For now, let's just add one per minute, and we'll see how much of that stuff we need. Oh, also, I've noticed something in the unresearched text that I will have to research as soon as possible. That is the Tesla coil. Because if I'm gonna use personal robotics to expand my base, the Tesla coil will definitely be a good thing to have. Okay, we don't have enough space in our queue, so let's deal with that later. For now, let's add those. And what do you require? The frames and the red circuits. So first, the circuits. You will need some components, so I think we could have those for both the reds and the flying frames. Yeah, that should be fine. Batteries should be simple enough, so let's do them next. The engines. You only need electronic circuits and the engine units. So, engine units here. And now all that's left to deal with is basically the stone processing into glass and silicon. So there it is, and the sand itself. All right. And what's left is the plastic here. Let's add the sulfur, because why not? And the copper cable. Oh, also the wooden chests. Oh, of course, and the lubricant. And that should be everything that we need. So, now that we have those, we can increase the amount that we want to produce. Let's see how much will we need if we did 1 per second or 60 per minute of both. 30 assemblers for electronic components seems like a little bit much, so I think I might want to reduce that to something like, I don't know, let's check 10. 4.8, 8.8 for the frames themselves, so I think let's go down to 8 maybe. Yep, that feels better. We will be able to make 8 assemblers for the frames, and that should be quite enough for our needs. Just 1 red, 4 for those, 3 for those isn't nice and equal, but oh well. This will fit into 4, this will fit into 4. and everything else seems to be alright. Here we will need 2 and 2, so that's not great, but, well, it's not a big issue either. So, now we head to our sandbox, and let's design some sort of a blueprint that doesn't look half bad. This one, and also this one. And we will connect them. Do I want to split them into chests as well? Oh well, I guess I can always do that in the future if I decide to, but for now let's leave them as they are. And we will be using some circuitry shenanigans to limit our production of robots. So, I think this side the combinators will be in order. Connect the green circuit to the roboport and red circuits. Oh, I said red circuits to the constant combinator. We will mark it to read robot statistics. Total logistics on Y signal, total construction on T. So we will make our T limit or construction robot limit. We will first set it to 50 and our logistics to 100. Hold on, let me add a fake power producer so those circuits actually start working. All right, and we will set those circuits to take everything on the green signal. Oh, sorry, I was meant to actually use the arithmetic combinators. There we go. Green, I said green and red. There we go. Everything, or rather each, on green, and subtract each on red and output each. Yeah, that looks to be about right. Actually, I think we just need one in this case. Yep, that seems to be quite alright. And we will connect the output of this to both inserters. And T is our construction robot, so here we will enable this inserter as long as T signal is less than 0. We will copy this to that one and replace the T signal with the Y signal. That way, as long as this arithmetic combinator outputs T and Y below 0, those inserters keep inserting new robots to this roboport. Once there is enough, the signal should be 0 or maybe even positive, and if something happens more quickly before the signal catches up, and then those will be blocked. But either way, what do we need here? Flying robot frame, reds and greens. So I think we will begin with the construction robots, or actually, let's begin with the thing that will be used for both, and that is the 8 assemblers for our flying robot frames. Since they are using 4 ingredients, I don't think I can feasibly use the splitter trick to deliver all the ingredients, so instead I will have to rely on old school delivery. Like that. I mean, I could have just one belt running from left to right or right to left, but I kinda prefer it this way. Makes it feel more evenly distributed. Let's copy this here. Then we can copy that here. And now, what do you need? Electronic components, batteries, electric engine units. So let's deal with those first. We need 4 assemblers for those. Also, are those used anywhere else? Yes, in quite a lot of stuff. So I think we will want to split them onto the belt delivering to those and into a chest, so we have a nice supply for us to use. For now though, let's output them with undergrounds. Oops, misclick. This, and this, and here we can do the split. Something along these lines, and we will limit the chest to store. Oh, I don't know. 4 stacks should be enough because they stack to 50, I believe. Yes. So I think 200 should be quite enough for our needs. Okay. Before we continue on, let's finish those actually engine units, and we need 4 as well. Now here we can actually use the splitter trick, so let's do just that. Put those in the middle, put those here, and those here. And pipes, yes, we will split using the pipes. Copy that and mirror horizontally, and they will output to a common belt, but actually let's switch those to output to the near lane. And that should be alright. We don't need to store those in a chest, so we will just deliver them straight to here. And since you only need 2 ingredients, I don't think we have to worry about doing any undergrounds. So let's just get our 1+1 splitter design. Do I want to put more splitters there? Nah, I think that should be quite fine just as it is. And we will basically build you like that because the circuits will be delivered straight from our, well, I wanted to say bus, but it's a sort of proto bus, I guess. Primitive bus, starter base bus, whatever. Okay, pipes and gears. A single assembler of both. So here, where are pipes? Here. Put them like that and deliver iron like that. Oh, I have screwed this up. The pipes are supposed to be on a separate belt. So let's actually put them here and output them using 2 inserters, one on near lane, one on the far one. And we will have iron plate and iron gear on a single belt together. So we want to do something like this. Oops, sorry. And we will deliver the iron here, so we can also split it here to deliver it to our gear crafting, and another split here to deliver it to the pipes. There we go. And electronic circuits here. Let's actually mark both of those so I don't have to think about it much later. And what's the next step? Lubricant. How much do we need of that? We will need just 1 chemical plant, so I think we can just connect it straight here. And the heavy oil will come from the bus as well, so let's just make a pipe here. And mark it for our heavy oil. Thank you. And now that we have that, we can just split it. Oh, right, we need another ingredient here, so I think we will use a single... Yes, a single belt for the electric engines and steel plate. The batteries and components will come on the other. So, here we will actually use those. Let's put them somewhere right, like here. That can go there. And that can go underground over the splitter to deliver to here. And output from this one will go to that input. And that will grab steel plates. Steel plates? Yes, steel plates indeed. So, step 3, I guess. Batteries. Batteries will need at least 3 chemical plants. So let's make 3. Let's make the sulfuric acid. And let's make the sulfur itself. I think that is alright. So let's connect those here and those here. Underground it here so we have some free space. Do I want to split this evenly? I guess I might. Let's make a quick 1, 2, 3 splitter. Let's actually put this in here. Oh, right. I was supposed to import my own splitter balancer book, but I kind of forgot about it. Oh well, I guess I will have to deal without it. There we go. And you will get iron plates and copper plates here. Let's copy our joiner here, so... No, wait. I don't need... Do I... Whoa! Hold on, I'm being attacked. Where am I being attacked? I'm being attacked by our copper mine. Let's actually go there and put some more turrets, because if they get destroyed, that will be rather bad. I do like that the new updated version of Blueprint Sandboxes is more integrated with the world, and you do get the alerts. In the past, you didn't get any, so when I was playing my space exploration save and one of my planets got suddenly attacked by biters, I didn't know about it. I've spent, let's say, an hour inside a sandbox, happily crafting blueprints for some space factories, and then returned to find that my entire mining outpost got destroyed, because, yeah, why not? Well, alright, I was supposed to actually fix this and not deconstruct it. How silly of me. There we go. Let's do that, and I think we might actually want to go on an expedition to destroy some nests, as that will definitely make things easier to defend. If there's no one to attack you, you don't have to worry about attacks, right? Best offense is good defense, or the other way around. Ooh, medium biters. Also, why am I attacking them with my car? I should set up some stationary turrets and use my anti-material rifle as per you. Ooh, medium splitters as well. Now that is getting spicy. Oh, speaking of spicy, I didn't kill this guy. There we go. Let's get those. Set up some more turrets, because turret creep is a classic. And then we use our rifle to snipe the worms. Yes, worms, I do not like you either. God damn it. I need some more turrets for shielding. There we go. Could you please not eat me while I'm dealing with your worms? Thank you. Why are you so many biters? Alright. Let's fix our car, because apparently I fucked in a puddle of acid. Let's grab more ammo. and build another line of turrets. Huh, I could have reparked it using the car keys, but oh well. I still haven't gotten used to that mod. Again, whoops, too close. Is that far enough? Come on, worm. Either shoot me or don't. Don't, okay. I see how it be. Also, I think I might want to move that line further. So all our turrets are actually protected. You park somewhere around here. There we go. That should be fine, I think. At least for the time being. And I think I might want to go and grab more of these worms, because they are becoming a little bit of a nuisance. Yep. Alright. There we go. And I think we actually... yeah, we cannot get this worm because it's protected by that nest. So, let's deal with the nest then. Fortunately, despite their higher HP because of evolution, they are still quite killable using the anti-material rifle, using the standard ammunition. But once I once I assemble the military tech card, I should be able to make the armor-piercing variant of the ammo, and that will improve my damage output significantly. Is that enough ammo? Please tell me it is. Yes, it is. Nice. In that case, we can deconstruct all of these turrets. Let's actually place these two that got damaged and repair them before we do anything else, because I will forget about them and probably end up getting killed at some point. Okay, and now let's use our lawnmower to remove the decorations and grab our biomass. How much did that yield? 59. Ah, pretty nice. If I'm not mistaken, that is on its own enough to craft a biolab. Oh, I couldn't decide whether to get back to the base or see if there's another nest there, but I think I will actually have to go back to the base, as I am slightly running out of armor-piercing ammunition for the turrets, so before I go on any more nest hunt, I think I should resupply. Although, now that I have destroyed those nests that were inside my pollution cloud, I think I will actually delay any further hunts and continue designing my robot blueprint, because the sooner I construct that, the sooner I will get robots, the sooner I can design an automated wall, and the sooner I won't have to worry about biters anymore. So, let's actually place a few turrets just for security, in case I get attacked here once I'm in a sandbox. That would be kind of silly if I died. Alright. And over here, I was thinking that I need a joiner, but since we have just one input here, I think we will be fine with doing that. Here we can put some copper plates, and this one will be split so it can deliver the iron plates to both the batteries and to the acid. Iron plate, there we go. Here another inserter would be fine. Let's connect the water to both of these. And I think we can actually have petrol like this. So petrol will be coming from here. And water will be coming from here. Alright. I think that's another step done. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So let's make a joiner here. One belt will go there, one belt will go there, and you shall output batteries to here. Next step, electronic components. Electronic components which will require 4 crafting machines, and just as with the engines, we can use the splitter trick over here. This one will go with plastic bars. There we go. Nice split. Let's actually copy the inserters because... oh, crap. You know what? Let's actually not copy the inserters because then I would have to reset the filters, and I am too lazy to do that twice. Alright. You output here, you output here, you drop to the new lane, you as well. And that will be our components. We don't need a splitter because there's one over there. I think we can actually optimize this and remove that piece of belt. Yep, I think that should be quite fine. So now let's handle the ingredients for the components themselves. And those are glass, silicon, and plastic. Yes, plastic. So, plastic first, since it's gonna be the easiest one. And we have to put it from this side. Let's actually copy this. One on near lane, one on far lane. And I think we might want to split the petrol here. That will make things a little bit easier for us, I believe. And we need also to deliver some coal. So let's do just that. There we go. Then 2 furnaces for glass, 2 furnaces for silicon. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. We don't have to worry about any fancy splitting. Let's just put them on the opposite sides of the belt. And let's also not worry about any fancy inputs. They will just get fuel, sand, and quartz. Alright. Silicon will need quartz, so we shall make 2 of these. And I think we might actually want to mirror that so we have more room on the left. We can also do the lane switch here. That should be quite fine. You will receive fuel from the right side and the quartz from left side. How many assemblers will I need for the fuel chests? Just one. That's perfect. So let us actually put one over here, and we will just split it like this. Let's actually do that, so we have two spaces here, so we can put substations instead of the medium poles. Oh, hey, Aniran. Welcome. Alright, I didn't add our wood production here, so let's do just that. And how many do we need? Just one will be enough. Oh, I'm quite fine, Annie. Thank you. How about you? This and some water to all of these. Thank you. Do I wanna deliver it from the same pipeline? I think we might wanna wait with that. Ah, good and fine. That's good to hear. Let us align. Hold on. Before I align it, maybe I should actually add the sand production first, because we will need two crushers, and we also will need to split the output both to the quartz and to the glass. So is that fine? That should be fine, I guess. Let's put an underground over here. And no fancy splits required here. Let's just put a belt and some inserters. And some sand. All right. Factorio is your fav so far? That's a pretty cool game. It's a pretty cool game on its own, and it has a ton of really, really, really cool mods like this one. So no wonder that it's a favorite of a lot of people. Well, myself included, I guess. Yeah, let's actually leave some space here. And I guess we could loop it back down, but I don't like how that would look, so let's just put it a little bit lower. That should be fine. How long are those pipes? Can they hit? No, they cannot stretch that far. They are way longer than in the base game, but not long enough. And those can still reach, so that is quite alright. Let's make those belts longer. Oh, right. Let's move that over to here. That should be alright. Alright, thank you. And what are those flying frames? Alright, so let us output them onto some splitters so they can be somewhat balanced at least. Not perfectly balanced. Whoops, wrong direction. Okay, that should be fine. But somewhat balanced at least. And do we need those for anything else? Oh, not really. So we don't have to store those in any chests. Let's just have both here. Yeah, Annie, I'm not really worried about that. I am for now streaming just for the fun of it. Okay. Let's actually have another pipeline here. And you will need green ones and you will need red ones. So I think we can actually start thinking about making those. Oh, also I will have to I will have to split those because I will need some of those components to deliver to the red circuit production. So let's do just that. That should be fine. Mm-hmm. No, Annie, I really don't need those. Okay. So let's deliver our products over here. And those can be split over here, so let's align it properly. Let's actually leave a little bit more room so we can put a substation over here if we need that. Okay. Where were we? Let's put red circuit production over here. Can we split those somehow here? I think we might be able to. It might not be amazing, but it should work alright for our purposes, at least for the time being. Let's do that, so they don't get outputted to this belt. And this will go over here to be delivered to the robot production. Thank you very much. Is there anything else that I require? I mean, other than the red production, I guess we are fine. Oh, right. Reds will also need some green circuits. So actually good stuff that I have left some room here, but I think I might want to leave one space more, because now I have taken the tile that I intended to use for a substation. There we go. That should be fine. Let's actually move this to here. And we also need some copper cables. I think one will be enough, right? Yes, one will be just right. Let's put it over here. And can we grab some copper from around here? It's not gonna be pretty, but it doesn't have to be. What it has to be is functional. Let's put some undergrounds over here. And I think that should be all. So let's put some power poles absolutely everywhere. Will this reach everything? Not everything, sadly, but I think if we put them like this, we should get a pretty decent coverage. Yep, that is alright. Let's continue on then. One here, one here, one here. And that is all powered. One here to power those, one here to power those, and another two over here. You go there, you go there, you can reach, perfect. So we just need one more to here. Nice. So what's left for us to do is add some temporary infinity pipes and chests and see how this whole thing handles production. Alright, heavy oil here, petrol, gas. Oops, that was a mistake. I meant petrol gas. Remove this, thank you. Water over here and over here. More space required. A loader and an infinity chest. 6 spacing is alright. That is also alright, and that is also alright. Iron plates. Yeah, actually, let's leave 2 inputs from the iron plates because we will need quite a lot of them, I believe. Coppers can remain on 1. Steel plate. Circuits. You are coal and you are stone, which I haven't marked, but that is not such a huge issue. Are you working? Yes, you are. That is cool. So, let's see how that works out for us. We are making fuel for the furnaces, we are making sand, we are making quartz, and now we are making glass, and should be making silicon in a second. There it is, which is getting to the electronic component production, which means we should start making those as well. Batteries are being made, engines are being made, electric engines are being made. So I think this is the last piece of the puzzle, and once that is online, that should start our production of the flying robot frames. Oh right, I didn't deliver you the components, did I? I did not. That was quite silly of me. Actually, for symmetry, let's put it over here. There you go. Alright. Electronic components are being made. They are being delivered to the frames. Just need to build up a small supply, because each frame requires 10 of them. Actually, I think we might want to put some productivity modules here, since such a long production chains will definitely benefit from having those. What the hell did I do here? I meant to deliver those here. Thank you very much. This is what happens when you get too caught up in minute details. Let's actually grab some of those. Crap. Is there a way to put some in my cursor in this new version of sandboxes? Or do I have to actually put them in a box first? Oh. Not even that. You know what? Whatever. They got delivered, they started production, so that should be alright. Yes, and our frames are being produced. Greens are here, reds are here. So soon we should have our first robots out. There you go. And that means that the output of the combinator is slightly rising. Once it reaches above 0, they should stop delivering anymore. So let's actually see how that happens. There we go. Construction robots have stopped. And logistic robots have stopped as well. Perfect. So I guess we can remove that, remove those, and we can get our build into a blueprint. Blueprint of robot assembly. Let's actually move those around. Call this robots. Ah, nuclear power. Nice. So we have unlocked our whatchamacallem, steam turbines. Nice. Let's get out of the sandbox and start constructing our robotics facilities. Let's leave some room. Let's leave some room here as well. And place that here. Alright. It would appear that we have to clear out the immediate area. Fortunately, we do have a supply of grenades on us. If they are not enough, we can always grab some more from the chest, because we are storing some in the cliff explosive production. Is that all? No, there are some rocks here. Ooh, also, what do the robopods need? Iron gills? Gills? Yes, gills. Iron gears, advanced circuits, and steel beams. Since we don't have robopods automated yet, let's just grab the ingredients and craft a few manually. I think I have added steel beams, if not around here, then somewhere in our starting area. Ah, like here. Perfect. And some gears should be over here. Indeed. So, grab those. Now, red circuits. Where did I store those, if I did store them anywhere? I would assume I have stored them wherever I made the substation production, but I actually don't remember if I have made substations. I might not have made substations, but I have definitely made... Oh, I did make substations. That's alright. I was thinking I might grab some reds from here, but it would appear that I don't need to. Is there a chest for them here? There is. Huh. I like when past me thinks of everything. Nice. Let's craft 4 of those for the time being, and then we will worry about the rest. For now, let's make a ton of assemblers, which will require... actually, we might go and grab those ingredients from the starter chests as well. Because crafting them manually... why would I do that if I have them stored in a chest? Yes, I swear I can drive. Where am I? I am over here, thank you. Let's grab a few stacks of these. 2 stacks of these might be an overkill, but there's no kill like overkill. And I also need automation cores, which I might have stored somewhere, but I don't remember. Automation core. Yes, I have them stored over there. Let's not crash into everything along the way. And grab some cores. Thank you very much. What else are we missing? Iron beams. I definitely remember storing some of them. And probably I have stored them at the starting location. Yes, indeed. Because of course they are stored in the location that I have just left. That is just typical me. Oh. Luckily I've installed the GCKI mod, so I will not have to worry about the car at the very least, as that has been a big issue in the past. One thing of my chests. Chests? Chest, I guess. I promise I can sometimes speak. Sometimes I even speak properly. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Let's craft some productivity modules. And while they are being made, I will continue to build those. Alright, I should probably also build the greenhouse and those thingies. And those thingies as well. Yes, thingies, that's a technical term. Is there a copper? No, there isn't. I have to go all the way back here. Thank you very much. But luckily, we have our car keys. There we go. We can call our car whenever we need. It is definitely much more convenient than having to run across the entire map. Did I connect them? No, I didn't connect the power to our grid, so let's do just that. I mean, I call it the grid, it's actually a big mess that will have to be rebuilt once we have our proper bus. But since we will be doing that, I will not worry about it at this point. Deliver the fuel over here. I mean, this will have to be rebuilt at some point as well, given that right now it is relying on steel furnaces powered by wooden chests, and we will want to switch to electric furnaces later on. Maybe even the advanced furnaces of K2. Ooh, they got a new sprite. I remember them looking slightly differently. Either that or they just look different in K2 SE mod pack, I guess. Alright. What's next? What's next is I run out of fast inserters, so let's go and grab some more. And my inventory is a mess already. Although I say already, it's always a mess. One thing that makes me wonder is the equipment thingy think of Space Age, or is it a part of 2.0? Belt equipment? No, I don't see it anywhere, so I'm gonna assume that it's a Space Age thing and not a general 2.0 stuff. Oh well, it's a shame. I would have liked to have a increased inventory size on my armors, but since I can't, I am not gonna worry about that anymore. I was gonna craft one more of these. Oops, that was a misclick and a half. Also, there are moments like this where I kinda regret not installing the Far Reach mod. But oh well, I guess I will adapt at some point. Alright, let's start by connecting the water to here so we can start our fuel production. Where do we have the water? Is this water? No, that's petrol. Also, did we run out? Oh, we are very, very low on petrol. What is going on with our petrol production? I know it was very low to begin with, but I have a feeling it might have stopped altogether. Do I have sentinels? I do, so I should place at least a couple over here. No, you are still making petrol gas, so I guess it's just that I am using a lot and my production cannot keep up with the demand. So let's craft some more of these, because we definitely have the crude oil supply to handle more than 2 refineries. We will be just fine. Okay. Let's head back to it. We are slowly getting towards having the blue circuit researched, so we will soon have to worry about that as well. Oh, right. Why the hell did I go here if... Okay, there was a tree there. Never mind. There's the water. Thank you. Let's put the pipeline somewhere like... Ooh, here, but that is a little bit too long. This is 3 to 5, so I guess we have to split it here. That is 304, so we can move it here and place that over here. Actually, let us also add one for the petrol, because we will need that connected as well. And I believe, yes, you are quite extended already. Please tell me that is enough. 276. Ah, alright. That is quite enough. Put this here and connect the power from up there. There you go. Repair our car. Actually, let's mow this area so we don't have to worry about the decorations anymore. And now we can connect the water supply to here. There we go. That's our wood production started. I can actually get rid of the wood that I have in my inventory. And we start producing the fuel chests. Nice. Now, we have to extend the stupid bus. At some point, I will definitely design and build a proper main bus, but not now. It might happen today, since I will have the construction robots to do that for me. But let's not worry about that just yet. Let's copy those and place them here. Oh, I should probably also grab some more splitters, because I am running out and I will definitely need a lot more than that. Also, I think I forgot about one important thing, and that is... Oh no, I have researched the advanced oil handling. I just didn't actually start doing it. So, do I store the storage tanks somewhere? I am producing them for the fluid trains, but am I actually storing them? I am not, which is a mistake that I might want to fix. 200 should be enough, I think. Might be even... Can I craft those advanced ones already? Yes, I can. So, I will not worry about those, since they are not ingredient for those tanks. Instead, I will just craft these manually, which means I need to grab way more steel plates. I will definitely want to automate production of those at some point. Automate production of big storage tanks. I remember using those in space exploration. They are just too good to not use. I wanted to grab more steel plates. I am actually storing them. Yes, I am. That is good. And while those are crafting, do I have pumps? I have 11. That should be enough, I think. And I do have a few chemical plants, so I can at least start some simple oil cracking over here. Right, in the meantime, let's disable you, and before I enable you, I want to make sure I got rid of all the petrol here. There we go. And now, let's get rid of that rock because it will be annoying. Let's give ourselves a little bit more wiggle room. And over here, we will add our wonderful, huge storage tanks. They store, how much? 200,000 liquid, I believe? Yes, 200k. That is just great. We will build 4 of these for each fraction of oil, which will give us 0.8 million storage, which is just fine. And actually, I think I might want to remove these, and we will add the big power poles. So I guess we will use those to deliver the circuit signals as well. But to do that, we will have to put at least one of them here. Okay. And of course, I built it slightly too far. So actually, let's move that so we can have big power pole over here. There we go. Let's give ourselves maybe 3 spaces so we can put a pump and a pipe and have a turning space. That is fine. Let's put small pole here, or actually a medium pole. Connect the green wire to that, and to those. Now let's copy this build and build... hold on. Let's actually first do something like that, and we will want that build to be aligned with the light oil over here. So that should be fine. And the heavy oil should be somewhere around here to be aligned with heavy oil on the next one. Perfect. So now 2 and 3 here, 2 and 3 here, and we can copy this to the rest. So I think I wanted to have a pump over here, so let's do just that. Likewise, we will have a pump here, and similarly one on the heavy. Let's pipe it up. I think we will not need this one yet, so let's not do that just yet. But those we will definitely need to connect. Right. Here. Everything looks to be alright. And I think we might want to add some power. Because pumps will definitely work better when powered. Every electrical device works better when connected to the source of electricity. Surprisingly. Huh? Yes. Oh, I need 3 more of these. So let's craft them. Let's deconstruct that as well, because we will need to move that further back down. I was thinking about switching them around, but I guess that should be quite alright. There's our petrol. And the rest we will connect later, because for now I think I will need the heavy oil for the robots, and the rest will have to wait. For now I will definitely not be needing them. Also, my research is done, so I think I might want to put something like this. Advanced batteries will be definitely a nice thing to have, and then the mining productivity, because productivity is always good. We could also research the advanced lab. Sure, why the hell not? And then let's put the robot speed, because fast robots equals good robots. Also, you need some power. That should be fine. That should be fine, and this should be fine, but we will also need to put some power poles in between. Okay, now let's connect the circuits. Like that. And like that. The circuits will be connected to the pumps, and the pumps will be set to pump in crude oil as long as our supply of heavy is less than 80k. 80k? Now that we have increased storage, I think we might want to have more than 80k. Let's go for 600k. That should be fine. Oops, I meant to do this. Alright. Let's actually add the recipe, because why not? Ooh, we will also have to connect water. I think this will be the closest source, because I definitely don't want to connect the one from our bus, as I don't want to limit this by our bus throughput. So I think I will actually have to go and grab some more underground pipes. Do I have what I need to craft a pump? I do. So at least there is that. We have our steam turbines researched, so we will be able to automate the production later. For now, let's go and grab those pipes, which are somewhere over there. Okay. It's one of our earlier builds, so we should have a nice supply stored over there. Oh, we have run out of our starter iron, I believe. Yes. Hole 7 is left. That will be done soon, so we can deconstruct it, since we are here at the moment. Ah, nice. I forgot that was an achievement. Oh no, 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 no. No, never mind. I thought this might be a splitter for a mixed belt, but fortunately it is not. This was just a way of balancing the output of several lines of iron miners. But now that I think of it, do I have any more iron? Yes, I do. That is cool. I don't have to worry about it then. And it is being delivered nicely. So once that all gets in the furnaces, I can remove this line and connect the 4 belt from the 4x4 balancer, which has been left over here just for that purpose. Nice. Alright, and since that is done, so let's grab this one because it is out. And before I get distracted by anything else, let's return to our oil production. And speaking of distractions, fighters will definitely be a distraction, so let's make sure we have some ammo to put some turrets near our oil production. Because it would be kinda silly if I forgot about that and then my oil got eaten. Alright, here we are. Let's start by placing just a couple of turrets. 4 should be fine. Let's maybe limit that to half a stack. Let's not overdo it really. And continue on with... Oh, come on. I took the underground pipes. I didn't bring the normal ones. I'm running out of both. God damn it. Well, at least I have my car on me so I don't have to run on foot through the entire map. I am gonna be saying that a lot today because I am really, really grateful for that mod existing. It saves so much trouble. Alright. Gimme a lot of pipes. Thank you. Now, back to the oil. Unless something else catches my attention. Alright. Pipe, 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 and pump. Let's copy that and paste. Oops, that was a mistake. I think that should be fine. Let's just connect the wires. Yeah, so I think I should also connect you. But you, oh, you are not connected. This is just a copper wire. Never mind. I am just silly again. There we go. So, step 2. Water, which apparently I have blocked. Because why wouldn't I? God damn it. And of course this is out of range. Ah. You know, this would be much easier if I came to this playthrough with a ready set of blueprints. But where would the fun in that be? You know what? Let's actually leave it like that. I like it. I like the simplicity of it. Can you reach there? No, you can't, but from here you can. That is quite alright by me. So let's just connect this thing as well. Let's just connect you to you and to you. And that should be fine. So now, hopefully for the last time, water. Like that. Let's leave 2 spots here and we can build a pipeline of water. You know what? Let's actually leave some more room just in case we want to output something. That should give us 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 4 spaces. That should be fine. 4 spaces will give us enough room for a pump, an output pipe, and we'll leave enough room so that they definitely don't connect to our water pipeline. Also, I think I will want to place another turret by the offshore pump, because I think they use electricity, and I think that means they are making pollution? Or maybe not. Oh well, I guess they just use electricity but don't pollute around, so that is quite fine by me. But either way, I will put maybe 3 of them here. Like that, and big electric poles will be here. So let's put a medium one over here. Dum, 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 dum. I probably could have sped it up using a car, but knowing me, I would keep crashing into stuff and would have to stop along the way to make some repairs. So better to be safe than sorry and do this all on foot. Also, since we have connected it, why is there no water? Oh, now I'm gonna have to use the car because I wanna get there fast. Also, I don't know why didn't I blow up the cliff, since I do have access to explosives. Ah, that's why, of course. As I was moving around, I screwed up the underground pipe alignment. There we go. That should be connected now. More room, please. Thank you. Goodbye, cliffs. I will not miss you. And we are producing. So, since that is happening, did I actually add my counter to blueprints? No. So, I am gonna craft some circuits and build my counter build to show how much we have stored. Toward that, I will require quite a lot iron plates. A few of these, and those I don't think we will need, but let's have some resources for them either way. Alright. And once we build those counters, we will have to worry about oil cracking, but let's take that one step at a time. Alright. I think... do I want to place them here or do I want to place them below? You know what? Actually, I will place them on the left. Alright. So, what will those counters do? They will simply show me how much of each fraction of oil I have stored. To that end, let's start by petroleum gas. Let's connect our green... before we connect green wire, we should probably build our arithmetic combinators and our constant one. So we connect the green wire to the input here. We connect the red one to both of these, I believe. I kind of forgot how I did that, but I think I will figure it out on the way. And the green connects to all of these. So first, we will have to set up the amounts here for each digit. So signal 0 will be the ones, signal 1 will be the tens, signal 2 hundreds, signal 3 thousands, signal 4 tens of thousands, signal 5 hundreds of thousands. And since we have 800k storage, we will not need any more than that. Now, once that is connected, we will do each signal on the green, divided first, I believe, by each signal on the red, and output. Oh right, I can't have this as each. I have to have a concrete signal and first spot, so that is that. 3.4k, is that correct? Yes, that would appear to be correct. And it outputs these numbers, which get inputted to here. Oh, right, you don't actually need to be connected to the red one, so let's disconnect you from here. There we go. And we just need each input signal modulo 10 and output as each. I think that is correct. So first, let us set up our display panels. Each one will need to display all 10 digits. The setup is a little bit annoying, but thankfully, once you do that, you can just copy-paste it and just replace the single input signal, and then it will work fine. Alright, so first signal will receive the 0 and compare its value. So 0 equals 0, it will output 0. 0 equals 1, it will output 1, and so on and so forth. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now we can copy this to the rest and just replace this signal with ones. And the same with the rest. Replace those with 2s. Replace those with 3s. Replace those with 4s. And finally, replace those with 5s. There we go. And that way we have our wonderful, wonderful display. 4,000 petrol gas currently in storage. We can copy this and paste it over here. And all we have to do, oh, we might want to also change this icon, but all we have to do is replace this signal with a heavy oil signal and connect the green wire. Connect the green wire, replace with light oil signal. Well, I say all that we have to do, but we also have to connect some power. I will craft those manually because it will be faster than going to our automated production line. Let's put that here and let's place one here. There you go. So we have 11k light oil and 6k heavy oil. Everything seems to be working correctly. Nice. Sadly, those display signals can't directly read the signal from the circuit network, but as you can see, all you need is just 2 arithmetics and 1 constant, and you can do that yourself. If anyone wants that, I can probably make it into a blueprint, and then, I don't know, I guess I could post it in the video description once I upload this to the YouTube for my VODs. But for now, let's just move to our next step, which I probably didn't put here. No, I did not. Which is gonna be oil cracking. Do I have chem plants? I have all 3 of them. Fine. Let's just leave some space. I think 4 will be enough. So let's do just that. Here we will crack the heavy oil. And we will then do the same here with the light oil. Although I think we might want to move it 1 tile to the left, because we will output from the middle thingy to the main bus and from the left port to here. So, first of all, let's place a pump connected to here and make it so it's enabled only if we have more than 600k of heavy oil. That should be fine. That way it will not enable until we have a surplus of heavy oil, and we can connect it like that. We will worry about the water in a second. For now, let's worry about the output of the light oil, which will be delivered to here. But likewise, we will have to connect it to the circuit and make sure that it inputs only if we have less than, let's say, 700k of light. I'm doing that because I want the light oil from the refineries to be inserted here first, and the one from cracking will enter only if we have room for it. So I think we might want to put a turn over here. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let's do it like that. Why the hell not? That should be fine. And you will need power, so let's place some substations. All right. Let's make a pipeline here for the water. Let's leave 2 spaces around and grab some water off here. 2 belts in here. And belts? Those are pipes. Come on, Stark. Alright, and now that we have that, we can copy this, place it over here. Only instead of the heavy oil, we will do that with the light. And here we will change the recipe to light oil cracking. Thankfully it keeps the mirrored orientation even when you change the recipe. That is very convenient. I did change that. Yes, I did change that to light oil. That is okay. And let's do a pipe through here. Will this reach if I remove that? It will. Perfect. Water is delivered. Light oil will be delivered once we have more than 600k. And let's worry about the output, which will be delivered here. Oh, also I can see that I haven't changed the icon over here, which is not a huge mistake, but it would be an annoyance. Let's copy this and change this to petrol gas. There you go. Oh, right, power. You know what, since this will have the big ones, I think I want to actually put you somewhere in between those. So I think that should be fine. Cool. That should be our surplus heavy and light oil handled and made into petrol. At some point I will probably also have to worry about surplus petrol and maybe turn it into solid fuel and burn it in the boilers, but for now let's not worry. We have a huge storage system, so we will be fine. In the meantime, we shall make a few more pipes, because apparently I didn't have enough like I hoped. You know what? Actually, let's do it like that, because it will definitely look better. And over here we can do 2 of these, 3 of these. There we go. That's all our fractions of oil being outputted. That was a mistake. Will we need the light on the bus? I have no idea. For now, I will bring it to the stupid, ugly protobus. We will see if it is needed here or not, and then I will be able to decide whether I want to put it on my true main bus once I build it or not. Either way, let us deliver those oils to the bus, and it would appear that I will have to go and grab more of those underground pipes, because I have used all of them already. Also, why do I have why do I have odd amount of them in my inventory? I don't know, but it always makes me worry that I have screwed something up. Oh well. We will check it out later. I'm sure if we have screwed up, we will find out rather quickly. You know what? I think we could actually make you assembler 2s. Do I make pumps here? No, I do not. Do I make them anywhere? No, I do not. So I guess I will have to craft them manually for the time being. For now though, let's finish connecting the oils, which are being delivered right over here. Alright. Okay, that should... Yep, that should be fine. Actually, instead of doing this like a manual crafting person, let's just put the ghosts first, and then I will be able to just drag everything around conveniently. So, we want to leave at least 2 spaces from the belt, so you will deliver to here, and another 2 spaces here, so you will deliver to here. There we go. Now let's drag those down, and then we will drag the other one on our way back up. I love that the pipe visualizer is now a part of base game Factorio. Okay. We have both the light oil and the heavy oil on our protobus. Do I want to actually sync them up? I think I might. Although it might be a little bit difficult at this point, I think having them in sync will be quite cool. Definitely convenient for moving between those pipes with a car. I'm sure it won't eliminate all the crashes, but it will definitely reduce the amount. Whoops. Don't reverse that. Reverse that. Thank you. Another mod that I am glad they included in the vanilla game now. Vehicle snap. I can drive perfectly horizontally now. Before that has been added, I had to install that mod because without it, driving the car was a pain. And not just the car, the tank even slower, even though it was slower, was still quite a pain to drive. Especially when you were riding it inside your base. Let's just say that I would have loved to have a stat on how many power poles I have driven through. Alright. That should be delivered to our robot assembly pretty soon. So hopefully we will be automating our construction not long from now. Luckily, we didn't have to destroy any cliffs here. The heavy comes in here, so okay, I think we will stop this right now and clear out some more area like that. Goodbye, trees, you will not be missed. Alright, we need more chem plants, I believe. Am I blind? There they are. And I don't think I have the gears on me. Oh, I do. I've left them in the car because I had no space in my inventory. That should be enough, and maybe a few more of the assemblers. Yes, let's grab more of these. 5, 5, 5, and 5 more. Thank you. I think that should be enough. What are you? You're a tree. Why are you in my way, tree? Trees are the greatest enemy of any Factorio player. I know they absorb pollution, but still. Pretty annoying. Oh, right. I was making some productivity modules too, somewhere around here. Yes, we have just a few made, but even a few will be a nice improvement of our efficiency. I guess we could replace those. Hold on. Not efficiency modules, productivity modules. There you go. Wow, whole 6 modules. I forgot how expensive they are in Krastorio. Well, don't worry. Soon we will have an automated production of them, which might be a good thing to note. Automate production productivity modules. Let's say 2s, and let's look at what we need for 3s. Because I'm sure they are somewhere here. Production tech card, which will require some uranium. Which technically isn't that far off. You know what? I will say automate production of 3s, because it will be still some time before I build it. So I'm sure by the time we are doing that, we will be able to have the production tech card already. Grab those, put them here, make some more modules. Thank you very much. In the meantime, I will move on. Bring my car back to me because I need to travel. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So, let's take it one step at a time. Deliver coal to heal. To heal? Yes, to heal. To here, I meant. Coal is our third belt. So, underground here, splitter here. At some point, I think I wanted to grab more splitters as well. Splitters are being made somewhere around these parts, right? Right. 2 stacks should be enough. Belts I have, underground belts I also have. I might need some medium power poles, which I believe I have around here. There they are. You can also leave that small power pole because we are not really using those anymore. Also, I think we could limit that via circuit and unlock those, so we can input them manually in the chest. Grab 2 stacks of these, grab half a stack of these, because why not? And substations are being made near where I'm currently working, so let's not worry about those. Oh, right. I was working toward the Tesla coil, and I can research it now, so let's do that. Let's also add the LDS to our queue, and maybe the rocket fuel. Anything else? Let's go for the larger logistic containers. Ooh, maybe finally getting some of those radars would be nice. And reinforced plates, I mean, we might as well research them. I don't think I will be using them anytime soon, but let's just get them out of the way. Whoop, yes. Don't drive while looking at some other stuff. This is a constant reminder. Don't text and drive. Alright. And we will park somewhere around here. And deliver to us our wonderful coal, because we needed to make some wonderful, wonderful plastic bar. Who doesn't like a good plastic bar? Especially when you don't have to worry about the effects it has on the environment. There we go. Splitter, splitter, splitter. Lot of those splitters around these spots. Also a ton of undergrounds, because we do enjoy having those here. If I could not misclick, that would be appreciated. Thank you. I do have enough inserters, I believe, so let's not worry about those just yet. Let's just focus on building every belt that we can. And then we'll see if I was too optimistic in didn't grabbing any more from the chest at the start of the bus. Okay, this one, this one, this one. Those two. And this one, thank you. For now that should be enough, so let's handle the output. That should be doable. I can't wait till those robots are being made and can build all of that for me. This will be the loveliest day of this playthrough, probably. There we go. That is the electronic circuit belt, I believe. So it will be required for our construction robots. Yes, indeed, that is exactly what it is. Alright, let's handle the petrol gas connection, since we need that next for the plastics. Right, and I didn't extend the plastic line yet. And of course, I ran out of the pipes. Why wouldn't I run out of the pipes? Luckily, we had just enough to finish building that. So at least our plastic production has begun, and with it, the electronic components. Which is great because I believe each flying frame requires about 10 of them. So it would be nice to build a stockpile. How are you guys doing? Lovely to hear that. Thank you very much. Oh, also, I hear you like these, so please have some more. Where am I stockpiling pipes? At the beginning, I believe. And I will not check it because I feel confident about it. I have looked at it just a few minutes ago. So I'm sure I do remember it correctly. Indeed, I do remember it correctly, and I even increased the production and storage. That is awesome. I love when I think of stuff like that. Alright. Back to it. I think I might want to think about having some better fuel for the car. What else? Oh, you don't have any other fuel than that. Well, that solves this issue then. I will not be driving any faster. Alright, let's connect the water so we can start producing sulfur over here. Water is somewhere around these parts. Also, if we wanted to sink that, let's actually sink all of them. Thank you. Hold on, is that the reach? Yes, it is. So let's put another one here and another one here. Get rid of that rock because it's annoying me. That should be making sulfur. There it is. I mean, our petrol production is still quite slow. But other than that, it should be fine, as long as I don't misclick anything. And we all know that I will. There we go, that's the acid. Those are the batteries. And hopefully they should start producing quite soon. Oh, let's extend that, because those red circuits will definitely need a lot of electronic components. Let's stockpile them on this very, very, very long belt. And let's deliver the copper here. Finish those belts. We will deal with the electric engine soon. First, let's deal with those inputs so we can start producing something along the way. First, iron plates. That is our first belt, I believe. If I'm mistaken... I'm not mistaken, thankfully. Second one will be our copper plates. So let's get here and ride the belt to speed it up. Let's enjoy not having the belt immunity equipment while it lasts, because I'm sure I will be making an armor with it quite soon. There we go. Next, steel. Steel is our fourth belt. For some reason, I will not be judging, I promise. Whatever past me has done, I'm sure it was necessary. And the electronic circuits, which are one belt further south. There you go. So all that's left to do, I think, is the engine and electric engine production. Oh, also this. And also second input from the iron plate belt. And there we can see that I really was way too optimistic when it comes to the amount of belts I have on me. Did I store any here? Nope, I did not, sadly. That is one thing that would be useful. Oh well, it's not that far away, I guess. Can I reach those? Yes, I can. Let's grab another stack of these just to be sure we have enough, and maybe another one of these. We have, of course, overloaded our inventory, but that is the usual state, I guess. Maybe I should be making that armor soon, just for the 10 extra slots it gives. Oh well. Underground and standard belt. And that should be it. That should make our red circuit production online. So we continue on here. Let's build those engines. To be honest, I think it would have been better if I started with those, because I think they are producing quite slowly. And since I want to also build a stockpile of them, it would have been good to start those early. But oh well, I didn't think of that, so we will have to live with it. Oh, right. Okay, those, and those should be fine. I really dislike that they broke something with dragging the belts in the opposite direction and you can't just build it conveniently anymore. Oh well, I guess I will have to get used to dragging them forwards every time. And there it is, and what's left to add is heavy oil. Heavy oil for the lubricant production. And our heavy oil is on the bottom one, right? Right. Also, let's make sure this lands between those two. Okay, that is fine. That can be ghosted for now. Let's connect the heavy. And of course, we have overdone it. I think I didn't add the pipe along the way here. So let's do just that. For both the light and the heavy. I guess I could do that with a single substation, but oh well. Single substation isn't such a huge cost for the convenience of not having to move anything that's already built. Alright, we are making the electric engines, which means we will soon be making flying robot frames. There goes the first one, I think. And I made the silly mistake of not adding the productivity modules, so let's do that. In the meantime, while those are being manufactured, I think we can go and see if we have any more of those productivity modules. Because putting them on all the assemblers would be cool. We have 6. And we can build a few more. 6 should be enough for 3 assemblers. So I think that's... Yep, that will be all of these. Handled. Alright. Let's leave this one without inputs for now. There we go. Now you can start producing with greater productivity. Thank you very much. Since that is happening already... Ah, there we go. Our first logistic robot. Oh, not even our first. We already have some. Nice. Now that we have those, I think we should... Or at least we would like if we did build the logistic chests. That's what they are called. Logistic chests will be helpful for automating our construction, and once we have those, we will be able to also add automated roboport production. And once those two are online, well, we will be basically done with... Hello. With all our robots. I think we have to go and deal with those before they become a threat. So, we have ammo. We have very little ammo. We have to go and grab some more. Don't care about you, trees. Don't care about you at all. Although you did cost me whole 2 hit points. Whatever. Ammo is being produced somewhere around here. There it is. One thing I wish about the vehicle snap thing is that it had a slightly larger snap radius, because right now you have to be pretty precisely aligned. It's better than nothing, I guess, but I think it might use a little bit more leeway in your steering. Alright, we have the ammo, so let's go and deal with some unwelcome guests to our area. Let's go through here. I mean, technically I know we are guests on this planet, but whatever. Oh, now there's two of them. Something, critical memes, I guess. Whoops. Half a second too late. Oh well. Either way, now that we have those turrets, let's deal with the worm. Oh, we probably could put some more to actually defend me as I am shooting at the worm. Did I put... Yeah, I did put a ton of ammo here and have nothing for you. There we go. Let's grab another half a stack from here. Put those here. Goodbye worm. Goodbye worm. Ooh, big biter. Now it's getting spicy, I guess. Grab third half stack. Put it here. Actually, we could deconstruct those. Bring the car closer so it's not being destroyed while we are slightly out of position. Put like 3 of those here. Alright. We can snipe it through here. That's cool. Excuse me. That is very rude of you. There we go. One nest dealt with. Let's handle the other one. Hopefully, now we will have enough biomass to start producing at least some military science, military tech cards. Can we snipe all the worms from here? I would hope so. At the very least, we don't have to deal with big worms just yet, because we don't have the armor-piercing ammo for our whatchamacallit, anti-material rifle. I know it's just one nest, I could destroy it myself, but oh well. Oh, never mind, there are 2 more over there. In that case, I did make a good choice, I think. I love the damage bonus the turrets get. Alright. Deconstruct them all. Lone mow the area. Collect the biomass. And the same on the other side. I don't even have to get out of my car. Nice. There is no road through here, and I don't wanna be building that now, so let's just go here. Alright. Now that those are dealt with, you know what? I think I might actually want to deal with that one as well, because it is pretty close to my pollution cloud. And since I will be expanding our production to the east, it would be nice to have some more room. Let's just manually put some ammo in those turrets, because they will probably be moved forward quite soon. Those are all the worms, which is perfect. We can just place a row of turrets forward. They construct this one. Move the car. Place the row of turrets here. Fill it with ammo. Deconstruct this one. Huh. Now, that is a duel of the ages. I like how that biter gets in range of this turret only when attacking for like 1 frame. The turret shoots once, goes back to sleep. Shoots once, go back to sleep. Oh, it was a pretty good beat. There we go. So, now that that is dealt with, I think we can safely build our logistic chests, production, and our automated roboports. Once we have these two, we will be golden, because our robots will be doing all the work for us. We will be able to spend the entire day in a blueprint sandbox, just designing everything, and someone else will build it for us, which is kind of perfect now that I think about it. Speaking of, what will we need for the additional logistic chests? We will need the utility tech card. Which technically I believe we could already craft. Oh no, we have to research the research server. And to build it, we need the blues. Okay, so it's still a little bit away. We technically have all the ingredients, we just have to put them all together. And by put them all together, I mean put together all of their ingredients so that we can make our ingredients. Either way, let's not get distracted. Let's make the logistic chests. I think I want to prepare a factory for all of them. So let's work on that. That will need reds and greens and some chests. Oh, actually, now that I have said that, let's go to the sandbox. Car, go here. Be safe with me. Alright, let's think about chest production. I think we could use the splitter trick with it. Although we will not need 6 of those, we can handle just 5. Let's put those first, since we have those unlocked. And the rest will be added later. You know what? Actually, I think we might do that already with the passive provider. This is a storage chest, right? So let's store storage chests here. Let's green wire this together and produce storage chests until we have 200, I guess. Let's do the same with the reds, but switch the filter here. Now, these three will have to be modified later, so let's just leave the filter here so they don't get filled with any junk, but disable that. Alright, I think that is fine. And here we will split it with the steel chests, which means, quite conveniently, we can put the steel chest over here. There we go. And you will deliver steel plates to this location. And now we need greens and reds. So, let's think this through. Something like that should be fine. If we put the reds over here, we could output them here. We could deliver the greens to this location so it can be split over here. And now you will need just the copper cable and electronic components, which will be quite annoying to make. Which makes me think that I might just want to split... You know what? I will actually not split this off. I will split the electronic components from red production over here. That should be quite fine. We will just deliver them here like that. Let us mark it, because why the hell not? This is electronics. This is steel plates. And we also will require... You know what? Let's actually move this, because we will also require the whatchamacallums, copper cables. Much better. Much better. That. Move those down. Thank you. I think that is enough. So, copy that, put that here, and let's call this logistic chests. Alright. Logistic chests will be placed actually somewhere around here, I guess. We don't need to leave a ton of space. And that means we can split you over here. Nice. Oh, and for some reason you also can't construct those over ghosts even when going forward, because it constructs undergrounds. It used to work so well. Then they made some bug fixes and introduced this issue, which I guess might not be an issue for everyone, but it is for me. Alright, this and that. Actually, let's move it one step down, so all inserters are handled. This will be copper, so let us put copper plates here. There you go. Next, electronic components or circuits. Circuits, that's what those are called. Like this. And finally, steel plates. Extend this thingy. Please get rid of those trees. Please and thank you. Steel is here. Right. And that, I think, should be that. We will just grab a few of these chests manually so we can place them here. Do I have any reds on me? I do, so let's put those in here. Rocket fuel has been researched, which is very, very nice. Ooh, there's a biofuel. More powerful fuel for your vehicles and equipment. More powerful meaning... Hold on. This has 100% acceleration and 100% speed. Biofuel has 80% acceleration and 90% top speed. I wouldn't call that more powerful. Thank you very much. I think there's an immersite fuel later on that should actually be more powerful. There it is. 125 and 125 with increased pollution, but oh well. You know, you have to pay some price for it at least. Alright. We have our radar enqueued, so that's fine. Our research is progressing nicely. Let's wait for those. There we go. And since I do have more roboports in my inventory, I will actually extend our network to here. First automated construction of the day. Nice. Well done, robots. I love you. Alright, so now that we are starting to produce things automatically, I am gonna take a short bio break. So, if you need, go stretch your legs, grab something to drink. In the meantime, let's listen to some music. And we are back. Alright, where were we? I believe we have just completed our robots and our logistic chests, so we can start working on the roboports, because that is the last ingredient we require to having automated construction of basically everything that we have. So let's clear the area first, and then we will work on designing a blueprint. Let's not kill ourselves with our own grenades, okay? That would not be smart. Alright, so I believe what we have to do now is go somewhere safe-ish at least. Let's place a few more of these, some ammo in them, and then we can go into the sandbox. Alright, also let's open the factory planner and let's build our robot. Oh right, I forgot that Krastorio also has the small and big ones later on. For now though, let's deal with those that we do have access to. I believe they can produce something like 8 per minute in assembler 2s. 9. Well, that is an awkward number. Oh well, let's just go with 9. 4.5 assemblers for iron gear wheels, 8 assemblers for steel beams. Huh? I guess if those numbers are around like that, then I guess I'm alright with 9. Alright, and the red ones. 18. Holy crap. I think we will actually build a few less than that, but we'll see. Copper cables, 4.5. Electronic components, 9. Which means 3.3 glass and 3 silicon, 2.3 filtration plants, 2.4 crushers. This will fit in 1, and this will have to be 2. Do we really want to make 18 assemblers for red circuits? I mean, can the belts handle that? 0.9 copper cable belts. I mean, they can handle it, just barely. Hmm. Well, I guess in that case, we... I mean, I am honestly not a fan of that idea, but... You know what? Let's see how the 18 will look like. If it's terrible, then we will not build it. We need 9 on one side. And 9 on the other. And how many belts does it output? 0.4. I guess that's alright. Oh, there it is. 0.9 copper cable belts is fine, but 0.9 electronic circuit isn't. We are delivering these two on one belt together. This cannot exceed 0.5. Otherwise, well, we have a problem. So, in that case, I believe that we have to reduce the amount of red circuit producing machines. Let's go with, you know what, a round number of 8. 0.4, 0.4, 0.2. Now that looks better. In that case, I guess I could also limit those, but you know what, let's leave them at 8. They are producing quite slowly, so if they need to catch up, having fewer would mean longer wait times. This is 8, so let's remove the rest. I didn't blueprint it before, did I? Do I have a production? I do. I do have it here. You know what? I think I will just copy-paste the entire thingy. In the meantime, I think I want to put another sentinel over there because we have some gaps in our radar network. Somewhere like here should be fine, I think. And this is the build that we want to copy. Minus the productivity modules, of course, so let me get rid of those. And of course, I have full inventory, thank you. We copy everything, starting with those. Hold on, this uses reds and steel beams. Reds and steel beams. So all that we would have to do is replace these with iron gears. You know what? I think I will actually reuse this design, this whole design, and just modify it to suit a new purpose. There we go. That should be smart. And when you can be smart in Factorio, you should. Okay. We don't need to split over here. We don't need an underground here. Actually, let's make a deconstruction planner and get rid of all the medium power poles as well. We reduce this to 8, so we can reduce this to, I guess 2. 2.5 probably. So you know what, I think I will actually leave it as 4. However, since they are not copper cables but iron gear wheels, we will have to move them up so we can fit an iron belt here. There we go. This can be changed to a roboport. This technically could as well. But actually, I think we might want to replace that with the logistic output. There we go. That should be fine. So, that is that. And you do not need chest, so let's do that. Are you okay like this? You know what, let's actually do some simple balancing here. That should be fine. And since we have all that, we can just place some power, then place some... I didn't mean to cut that out. Thank you. Then we place some substations around. And once we deal with that, we can connect some infinity chests to test if this design will work as well as I expect it to, or if I did miss something significant. This is petrol gas. This is water. So let's connect those first. You are stone, so a loader. Loader. Infinite chest. That's what I was missing. Stone. Where is the stone? There it is. You are steel plates, which are here. You will be coal. Oh, I can... Really? I would have assumed that would be easier, but I guess not. You will be... I guess electronic circuits? And you shall be copper cable. Oh, also, I will require another one for the iron thingy. We are making electronic components, I believe. Yes, we are. Which means once the copper arrives, we should have everything for the red circuits. The steel beams are already full. Come on, show me the success. Reds are being made. Iron gear wheels are in and should be full any minute. Although, I'm wondering if I should maybe buffer all the ingredients in a chest. That might be a good idea. Let's maybe buffer a single line of each, which would mean we would need to move those, well, at least this one, away. And let's actually drop it to the new lane, and this one as well, and we will repeat the same thing here. Although I think those will have to be moved. Yeah, they definitely need to be moved. There we go. And we have Roboport production. Perfect. We didn't even have to come up with another design. We just replicated the one that we have for our substations. Reusing something is just perfect. Alright, so since that is working, let's copy that. Let's give it some nice icons. Let's call it Roboport. And let's paste it to somewhere like this, maybe. That tree? Where? Oh, right. I'm guessing my robots will deal with it, but since I didn't give them any storage chests, they don't have anywhere to put it. So, take that and maybe place a couple here. Also, why aren't you making any? Oh, that's why. I forgot to switch it around. No. And it's all screwed. I have to clear those middle belts. There we go. Also, I think I might want to make a blueprint of that and call this logistic output. Uh, Let's actually place that. Come on, robots, deliver the chest. Thank you very much. Now that we have that, let's use some parameterization since we have this option now. Here we will have our output product, which will be both in the inserter and as a filter in the chest. Amount is 200, and I think... you know what? I think we don't actually have to modify anything in this. We can just go straight to the parameterization. So, this will be parameter 0. Huh. You know what? It's been a while since I've used those parameters. And I'm not sure exactly what the best way to do this would be. You know what? I think this should be fine. So let's do just that. And let's try it out. Logistics output, put it here. I should probably name them. Let's make it a steel chest and let's limit it to 50. Nice, it works. So let's just go here and change the names. Output product, output amount. Thank you. Okay. Since that is in range, I will put those 2 robopods in here. Let's enable our view of the robopod network. I don't think with these 2 we can reach everything that we already have, so I think we might have to manually craft some more for now, because it would be nice if we could connect the robopod production using robots themselves. So I'm gonna go and grab some more iron gear wheels, because as you can see, I'm having to craft those manually. And crafting 45 per each robopod is gonna make this take quite a while. Also, let's upgrade this. Maybe let's give you 4 more. Okay, and now we are missing reds. We have a few steel beams left, but let's grab some more. Now, where did I store the reds? In the chemical science, I believe? Either that or the whatchamacallums bulk inserters. Yes, it isn't here, so I'm gonna guess it's in the bulk inserter area. And indeed, it is. Right. I'm hoping that 12 robopods will be enough to connect all that I have produced already. So I will place those in here, and I will go in the map view and use robots to extend my network. Ooh, 15, even better. Plus the 5 that I am producing still. Alright, robots. Put them in range. Let's have it somewhere low like this. Also, that will be a nice thing to have. You know what? I think I might actually want to give you... Oh, right. They have emptied my trash slots. I keep using trash slots as more storage, and then forget I have logistic robots. Classic me. Oh well. Either way, we have extended this to here, but we need to extend it way farther than that. Over here we will have our substations. So let's leave this at 200 and do that. Oh, nice. I think they fixed it because at one point I believe that superposed building like that wouldn't replace the chests. Instead, it would order a deletion, deconstruction of it, and would just build a new chest, which, as you can imagine, is quite inconvenient because it has to empty it first. Either way, we will be having substations in our network, which is first step towards having everything neatly connected. Is that in range? It is not in range. So you know what? I will wait for this robopod to be connected. Or maybe not. Let's actually copy this. Place it somewhere outside of robot range. And let's paste it as a blueprint with relative snap to grid options. That way we can just use this blueprint. We can't use it like that over here, but we can use it like that over here. So they will not overlap when not needed. But we can use it to extend our network much more quickly, like that. You will not have power, so let's connect a substation here. Another one here. That should be fine. And once that happens, we will be able to grab those belts. Well, once we give them logistics chests, of course. But that shouldn't be such a big issue as we can see over here. And I think we will want to start with the belts. Ooh, also inserters might be cool as well. Let's do something like that here. But we will actually rotate this so this doesn't output. That way I will be able to deconstruct this and they will be moved to the storage. You know what? Actually, we can do the same thing here. 200 fast inserters, please. Also, since we are doing that, we might want to rotate those so they don't produce once these chests are being... Did I really not need inserters for anything else that I decided to just not store any? I think I might actually switch that to storing, I don't know, maybe 10? Just in case. Also, since they are not using the electronic circuits anymore, I think we can deconstruct this and place that. Alright, now that the storage chests are in place, we can deconstruct these. How many robots do we have? We have 50 already, and they are busy. Look at them. My little lovely drones. Why aren't you producing more? Because we don't have batteries. Because we don't have sulfuric acid, because we don't have sulfur, because our petrol production is very, very low. Also, I didn't connect the heavy oil here. Oh well. Either way, we have 120,000 light oil stored here already. So at some point in the near future, we will start cracking it into the petrol, which will definitely help with our production. For now though, let's worry about one thing at a time. So, as our network is slowly extending in this direction, we can make a logistic output here for the splitters. Here is 200 as well, which is perfect. For the underground belts. And here is 1,000 for our whatchamacallums, transport belts. Should be fine, I think, maybe, probably. We'll see. And we could probably increase our construction robots amount to, let's say, 200. Nice. Come on, where's the one delivering this? Listen, if this depowers and someone will have to drop something in a storage chest, I will not be happy with you guys. You better build it fast. Oh, nice. Speaking of achievements... Oh. Looks like we are not doing too terribly. Alright. So, our belts are connected. Which means our robots have started construction on our Roboport factory, which is just perfect. I will, however, need to provide them with some elements of the infrastructure because there are things we are not yet automating, and I am not sure if we ever will. Things like the greenhouse. I mean, all that it's crafting is wood. I mean, I think we will use a ton of wood because it's used in electronic circuits, but I am not certain if we will actually ever automate the production of greenhouses. I guess we will see. For now, let me find if I am storing glass anywhere. Because I do need a little bit of it. I guess I'm not. I guess I will have to simply steal some from the smelters. Also, let's remove all those new markers. Oh, I have radars already. Nice. That will be handy. Research servers are done. So, what could we put next? I think we can get more robot speed. I don't see that we have any more productivity for miners yet. Yeah, it requires the, two tech cards that I don't have yet. So yeah, I guess we will do one more robot speed. Next one will require the utility tech card. And also, I think we might want to research the cargo size. That will definitely speed things up for us. Yep, everything seems to be going nicely over here. Oh, right. Did I put robots on the list somewhere here? Huh, would you look at that? I didn't. Right, so, since I didn't, I think I will have to just be content with the fact that I have completed the task and don't have anything to tick off for the satisfaction of it. Oh well. Let's... Ooh, look at that radar range in comparison. That is nice. I will place it somewhere on the end of our minibus so that it can explore a bit around without me having to drive there. Ooh, yeah, let's deal with those guys quickly. So to that end, I will go and grab some more ammo. Where is my ammo? Oh, speaking of ammo, we have 108 biomass on us, so we could probably put that in the storage and see how much of it we have altogether. I think I'm storing it in a spaceship, right? Yes, indeed I am. Three, 4, 6. I hope that's enough to craft the military tech cards to get the biolab research done. But that will not be something we'll be doing today. We will deal with that next time. I think I might actually want to move this to the top. So that is definitely something I work on first. So now let's go and deal with those biters over there. While our robots are slowly constructing the Robopod factory. Hello, biters. How is that day going for you? Because it is about to start going much worse. Oh, those big spitters, they might become a problem. I should probably look into also having some laser turrets in the near future, as that will definitely be helpful with dealing with all of the big ones. Let's punch through this one, so we can reach the small worm, and hopefully that gap is big enough for us to reach that medium one in the back as well. Nice. I mean, we will be blocked sometimes by some biters. We might sometimes miss and hit one of the spawners, but at least we were able to deal with that. Crap. That was not nice. There we go. Worms dealt with. Alright, and this will be our forward defense now. So let's move those in range of the rest. Daka 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 daka. Always a nice sound. Ooh, there's 3 more nests in the area. We might want to deal with them as well. But first, let's clear this and collect... Ooh, I wanted to say collect our reward. It would appear that we don't have any space for it. Ooh, iron ore and rare metals. Nice. Because this iron ore is slowly being depleted, it will be nice to have another big one in the area. Copper ore as well. It would be nice to start thinking about building the proper bus somewhere, because we will be going over these 2 coal belts soon. Ooh, you we will definitely need to deal as well. Deal with, even. Oh well. Moving swiftly onward. Give me the ammo, please, because you will not be using it. And over here, I think we might use the cliffs to... Ooh, those are big worms now. Those will take some time to get through. Are they in range? They are. Oh god. Look at the damage. That is not enough. At least they don't get the bonus HP from evolution, like the nests do. Although, they basically have as much HP as the nests right now. Oh well. Let's deal with them from far away. Then we will cliff explode. Hold on. Do I not have cliff explosives on me? Please tell me I have some here. No. Fine. We will have to go around then. There we go. Defensive turrets set up. Now let's go and see what we can do about the rest. Big worm, please die faster. I can't wait till I have the military tech card, because I will be able to at least research more damage for my weapons. Not to mention the armor piercing rounds, which on its own will probably give me a nice advantage. Let's see, damage 1 to 5 plus 60, 2.5. So basically 187.5. This has 120. There we go. Worms dealt with. Oh, there's another one here. Interesting. Turret creep. Never forwards. You know what? Let's just deal with it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Clear out. Get the biomass. And I didn't leave any. No, I didn't. That is good. Holy crap, they keep multiplying. Huh. And how is our construction progressing? Slowly forward. I should have probably left them some assemblers so they could actually place those. I definitely need to automate them as soon as possible. How many do I have? 13. And if I got some steel plates, I could make 2 more. Chem plants as well. Do I have those? I do have some. Also... Ah, right. I don't have the pipes here. The pipes are being made somewhere higher. Over there. How is our robot network range right now? We could extend it to here. That will give us the range to here. Yeah, so we need one more upward, one more to the side. And then we will be fine. We can probably replace that. Oh, you know what? Let's replace that with a storage chest. And we will filter those to coal to make sure nothing else gets outputted if it gets delivered here before we apply the filters. Other than that, I believe we might want to add the logistics output over here, which will be 200 for the pipes and 200 for the undergrounds. It's weird that it loses the connection to circuits for at least one frame, so the inserter gets re-enabled. But oh well, what can you do? Fly, fly. Why didn't you build those? I thought I gave you the buildings for... Did you build them somewhere else? Hmm. Did they have them planned somewhere else? Oh well, whatever. Oh no, I was still crafting them, never mind. And I need one more crusher, I believe. So let's grab some iron plates. Alrighty then. That should be alright, I think. Maybe? Probably? Hmm. We also need a ton of assemblers, so... yeah. I could actually go and grab more of the iron gears from the chest. So let us do that, because otherwise we will be crafting those gears forever. Move around, thank you. Oh, all our research is apparently done. And I am not certain if we have anything more to research right now. So I think we will leave it at that. Alright, let's go and grab some of the... ah, crap. Some of the automation cores as well. Yeah, our steel production is suffering right now. Apparently, we are not getting enough iron ore anymore from this mine. Yeah, we definitely have to build the other one back there in the front. Yeah, this will not last very long. Not at all. Alright. Huh. But apparently, if we build a wall here, then we can have one... Or do I want one here so we could have incorporate these two immersite deposits? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Yeah, next time I think we will probably design outer wall blueprints and design block blueprints. Not, let's fix the capitalization because it's gonna annoy me. There we go. Update it. Let's move this to position 3 and this to position 4. Alright. There's that. We will put more of these. Ooh, don't hit the trees, please. We'll put more of these assemblers in the storage so our robots can actually use them. Almost there, almost there, almost there. I should probably make some sort of road for my car to drive around here, but oh well, that will have to wait until I have the main bus. But I shouldn't be going here, I should be going to the storage. There we go. Assemblers. And you also need the crusher, which I have crafted as well. And there we have it. The Robopod build is complete. All that's left to do is to connect the resources to it. This is the stone. So let's copy that stone line. Over here we will have the coal, which is here. This is electronic circuit. Like this. And these two are copper and iron. So copper first, then the iron. And then what we can do is that. Whoopsie daisy. Alright. And now we will have to do something to extend our Roboport network downwards. And since we made them to reach down to the belts, would be nice if we could place one somewhere around here, and then we would be able to do something like that. Oh. Let's place this here and figure out how can we connect power to it in a semi-reasonable fashion. Yeah, we didn't align it to chunk at any point, so we have to now deal with something like this. Ooh, also we should probably give us the big power poles, because without them it might be slightly difficult. 100, big power pole, there we go. Also, pipes. Oh, we already have connected the pipes. That is very nice. So let's take the pumps. Alright. Oh, why did you suddenly start to... There is some modifier key that suddenly switches them to the... Ah, there we go. I will have to find it out in the controls later. Makes them stick for some reason, and I can't figure out for the life of me why. It's like the left key got just stuck. There we go. And one over here. Let's see how that works out for us. Alright, I think I ran out of robots. Let's make one more, because I think one is all that we need. Oh, we have 7. Never mind. Have you connected those? You have, but they are out of range. So, let us fix that. Quick like. Have I set the filter for coal here? I have not. There you go. I will probably later have to add some sort of a wood filter. Either there or somewhere on the chests. But for now that will be quite enough. What are we missing? Just that, I believe. But that will be available to the network quite soon. Come on. Come on, robots, you can do it. One entity is missing construction robots. Now, what entity is that? Never mind. Apparently it has been fixed. Let's actually get rid of these because they are no longer needed here. Ah, now that is unfortunate. I will have to build this one manually because the Roboport ran out of power and the Ghost went out of range. Come on, power up. Power up. Oh, of course, you won't power up because I also have to build this one. And there is one more, but that will be delivered automatically. Ah, let's see how it gets handled. And once it is connected, I think we will leave it at that for today. Leave our military tech cards and other stuff like the automated defenses for the next week. Yeah, this week we've done some nice progress. We have robots finally, automated their production, automated logistic chests, automated roboports. Yeah, we have pretty decent oil production. We just have to add more refineries to it, so the petrol is actually coming up in a decent enough pace. We will also need to increase our cracking capabilities because we only put a couple camp plants over there. We've cleared out a few nests around, but since we now have access to radars, we found way more on the horizon. That will have to be dealt with as well. So, let us watch the boats be connected. Oh, right. Oh, I was so happily saying that everything is fine and dandy, but I have actually forgotten to connect the fluids. Petrol gas. Petrol gas, petrol gas, petrol gas. Petrol gas will be coming from here. I mean, I can drag the water as well in case it is needed at some point. Oops. On further. Petrol gas. Like that. And water will be needed here. Huh, see? Told you it's gonna be need it at some point. But it is nice when everything fits together. Alright, that should be working quite soon. Let's deliver the wood that we have in storage to speed up the fuel production. Because I definitely don't want to wait for that. Wood. Where is the wood? There it is. Oh, we are slowly approaching our power limit, so we will have to deal with that as well next time. But our robots are delivering the pipeline, so that is looking quite alright. We are producing glass, we are producing those. Our beam production is quite low, but we do have some. At least enough to see if the production line works or not. Come on, bots, deliver these. That is the petrol delivered, slow as it is. And here comes the water. Which means we are making quartz. Which means we are smelting silicon. Which in turn will mean... Come on. Which in turn will mean we will be producing electronic components. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I will have to start making red belts next time probably as well. Oh, I do have that on my to-do list, so that is fine. Electronic components. Ooh. Also, I should probably not store those, because I don't need 2 storage chests for that. Making red ones. Oops, let's not crash into the buildings, please. And since we are making red ones, let's speed this up and put a few more in there. And since we are making red ones, we are also automating the Robopod itself. Perfect. Alright. So, since that has finally been finished, I am gonna wrap things up over here. I will be back this Friday with some more FTL. Other than that, we will be continuing the Krastorio run on next Wednesday. If you want to know the stream times in your local time zone, you can always check the schedule. It will show you everything that you need to know. Other than that, yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And let me see if there is anyone that I followed that I could raid. No, doesn't look like anyone I know is online. So I will be ending this here and see you guys next time. Bye.